What is up, you guys? We are back with the finale of the selection series, the AFC and NFC South. It's been a long it's the fourth weekend, long 4 weeks. Dishing out these teams, and we're finally at the last team. We're finally at the week. Update should be out this week, hopefully, and you should be able to start this thing. Should be a good time. But today we're announcing the AFC and NFC South: the Texans, the Colts, the Jags, the Titans. Texans, we all know it's a talent-wise bottom of the league. Their secondary got some speed, but other than that, they got a second-year quarterback in Davis Mills and a rookie running back. I think the running back Damon Pierce. I think he's gonna be solid in the game. I haven't looked at the stats in the league, but we're gonna see. Brevin Jordan's not too bad. They got tons on the O line. The O line's gotten a little bit better, but they got an old Brandon Cooks. They got a rookie Mechie out there. Texans are just. It's gonna be a rebuild. I mean, you're gonna have to rebuild in the draft. You're gonna have to make trades. You're gonna have to do what you got to do with the Texans. Then you got the Colts. One of the best rushing attacks in the league. Jonathan Taylor, solid O line. Quentin Nelson. O line's definitely taken a hit since in the last few years, but they're still a good O line. Receiving wise, they got Pittman, who I think Pittman's gonna have a breakout year. They actually drafted him in my fantasy league this year. So I think Pittman's gonna be solid this year. And then you got the Jags. Jags are young. Trevor Lawrence on the rise. You're gonna see Etienne's first full year in the league because he got hurt last year. You see Etienne and Robinson, which is a two-headed monster. I feel like I think Etienne's gonna ball out as a receiving back in the league in LLE. I think he's gonna have a great year. It's gonna depend on how the user uses them. And then you got the Titans, King Henry and the Titans. You got Derrick Henry. You always got a shot. If you got Derrick Henry. If you can control the ball and have Derrick Henry and get a few stops, you're solid. I played a game. I played my first game with Derrick Henry this past week, and he ended up with like 25 carries and 250 yards, three tutties. Derrick Henry's still a monster. Derrick Henry's still ridiculous. The receivers are a little more to be desired, but especially this year, I think the receivers have more route running, like Robert Woods. He's not your fastest, he's not your tallest receiver, but he's gonna be solid. And you got the rookie Traylon Burks. The defensively, you got K1 and Farley at DB, who they can lock down, and you got Kevin Byard up top. And their D line is, I think their D line's solid. I think Simmons is a dog. Simmons and Harold Landry gonna definitely get things done. Then outside of the AFC South, you got the NFC South. I think the NFC South is one of the most talented divisions in the league, if I'm being honest. Talented and player personnel wise. I think the players in the NFC South are dogs. I mean, you got the Falcons, Kyle Pitts, rookie Drake London, who are 6'5", at least 6'4", 6'5", massive human beings. You're gonna have the Falcons are gonna have a tough choice. Mariota start the rookie Ritter. It's gonna be up to them how they want to play it. They got Cordell Patterson in the backfield. I think Cordell Patterson's a solid threat on this game as a receiving back. I think he's gonna be good. Defensively, you got Terrell, Deion Jones, Grady Jarrett. I think they picked up Rashad Evans, I believe, from the Titans. My main core is looking a little all right, and they also got a rookie who's pretty fast. Safeties aren't too great. Then you got the Panthers, CMC, Baker Mayfield, DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson. Secondary, fastest secondary in the league. Brian Burns. Uh, Panthers are scary defensively, especially if they get the right user who knows how to use what he has. Because I mean, you got a 95 speed Dante Jackson, a 98 speed rookie corner, Jeremy Chin, who's 6'3", 93 speed, just dogs. Like I play with the Panthers online, and they're solid too. They're fast. Like you ain't worried about much getting beat by speed wise. I mean, build them up a little bit, and Panthers be straight depending on the user. And you got the Saints. Saints are a solid team this year, especially with speed not mattering as much. Speed's still a big deal. It's gonna be a big deal every year, but Saints are solid. I've played against the Saints, and I've had Kamara dog me, like breaking every tackle. I was using my Seahawks, and I had Kamara dogging some stuff. Kamara is gonna do Kamara things. It comes down to Winston. I mean, their weapons are solid. Michael Thomas, Olave, Jarvis, Taysom Hill. Weapons are solid. They're gonna get open. Defensively, you got Lattimore and Debo. Then you got Honey Badger, Cam Jordan, Demario Davis. Like their defense is solid as well. They're gonna get the stops needed. They're gonna do what they gotta do. Is they're coached right. Depends on the coach. We're gonna find out who the coach is today. You got the Bucks, TB12. How long is TB12 gonna last in the league? I'm sure he'll be here the whole league. Somebody's gonna hit him with the max fountain of youth. I'm sure. We gonna find out. He got weapons, obviously. Julio went there. Julio, Mike Evans, just got one. What more can you ask for? You got Leonard Fournette in the backfield. Defense, Vita Vea, Devin White, Levante David, Shaq Barrett, dogs, solid. Secondary, secondaries leave much to be desired in the secondary for the Bucks. So, I mean, if you get to the quarterback fast enough, secondary doesn't really matter that much, if we're being honest. But let's get to the teams. The AFC South. I'm gonna start out with the Houston Texans. We've been telling them all around that he was gonna get this team. Coach Derek Banks for the Houston Texans. Coach Banks, nut up or shut up, big dog. You're gonna have to build this team. You're gonna have to put the Texans back on the map. You got some love from the Browns. You got their picks. You're gonna have draft picks. They gonna be there. You gotta use them draft picks and building players. Then we're gonna drop with the Jags. Coach Nathaniel Sharp. I don't know much about Sharp. It's a solid team to build though. I mean, I'm not. I think I'm wrong. The receivers are iffy. Evan Ingram's a solid tight end for the league. Running backs, they got a two-headed monster at running back. Defense, I think they have one of the best linebacking cores in the league. Young linebacking cores in the league. Trayvon Walker, Josh Allen in the league. I think their linebackers are straight. DBs, they got some speed. They got Griffin. It's going to come down to the coaching, to the Colts. Hometown coach, Keyshawn Roberts. It's his team. He knows how he wants to use them. He knows what he needs to do with the Colts. It's his team. You got several coaches in the league this year who got their team. So they're going to know what needs to happen with certain people, who needs to bounce, who needs to go where. Because it's their team. That's a team they played with. I'm sure they're confident in that team. And you got the Titans. The third one of us. Coach Naps. Coach Andre Viator. Malik Willis' team, I'm sure. It's going to be Malik Willis on top. Ryan Tannehill probably be holding the notepad in case Malik Willis go down. But otherwise, Malik Willis and Derrick Henry, as long as Malik Willis can do this, he playing. He have to throw a ball once, twice. That might have a Mac Jones game where three short dots and Derrick Henry, Derrick Henry, Derrick Henry. That's what it got to be. Derrick Henry nasty in this game. We gonna see how it happens. We go to the NFC South. Well, actually, go back. I mean, I think it's gonna be a two horse race in this division at the Colts and the Titans. Roster wise, by far the two best teams. I think it's the two better users in the division, the Colts and the Titans. So I think that's where the division is gonna go. NFC, we start with the Falcons. Tariq Khalil. Falcons have some weapons, especially this year in the league. The way these aggressive catches are, they got some weapons that can go up there and get it. Drake London and Kyle Pitts can dog. I mean, if Kyle Pitts on a linebacker, he's dogging him. That's the that's what's happening. It will happen. You got the Panthers, Aaron Kane. Coach Kane, you ain't got to do much to this defense. You got to build them up, teach them some fundamentals. You don't got to do much to them. You don't have to look elsewhere for them. I think you might have to build some O-line, but otherwise, I think the Panthers is a solid team. Cap-wise, isn't the greatest. Cap-wise, going to leave much to be desired. You're going to have to make some cap. Get rid of Sam Darnold. Get that contract off the books. Saints, my team, home team. Christopher Ellis. Ellis has been here for a while. He can definitely put a team together. He can definitely make a run for it, win this division. 100%. Especially with the roster the Saints have this year, it definitely can be done. I I think he has the best top two roster in this division, obviously, with the next team. I'm going to see how it goes. Can he bring Jameis Winston and the Saints to the promised land? We going to find out. We got the Bucks, Steven Christopher. Bucks is a solid team. You got TB12. What can you wish for? Max Fountain Youth on TB12. We going to find out. We going to see. Will there be some? I feel like there's going to be some arguments in this league. I feel like it's going to be funny. But league-wise, I feel like this the most even division. I feel I don't know who's gonna win this division. Team wise, I mean, I feel like Saints Bucks team wise, talent wise, team wise, roster wise, I feel like Saints Bucks. But looking at all four of these coaches, I think any of them could win the league. I think all four of them end up winning the division at some point throughout the year. But at the same time, everybody has their season. Everybody has their day. One of these users might just ball out the rest of the year and might claim they should. We gonna find out. Other than that, I think this division is gonna be back and forth. I think the records are gonna be back and forth. I don't know if anybody here, which I mean I could be wrong, could be completely wrong, might be completely wrong. I don't think anybody in these divisions are gonna completely wipe, sweep their respective division. Don't think it's gonna happen. We gonna find out. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a Titans Colts division. And it's gonna be free for all. I think this is probably the most free for all division outside AFC North also, but I think team wise this one's the most free for all division for sure. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. It's almost start time. We're about to start playing. We're gonna see who's really about it, who's building their teams. We're probably really gonna see who's really about it come season two, because there's some teams that gotta be built by good users. There's some teams who are built as is. Some teams that can be destroyed by good users or bad users. They're destroying their team. But we gonna find out. This is the last episode of Selection Series. I hope y'all enjoyed. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Who do y'all have winning the shit this year? That's really what's gonna come down to. Who do y'all have winning the shit? Who do y'all think is gonna go to the promised land? We can all have our assumptions. You can say yourself. You could be talking out the side of your neck and say yourself. We gonna find out. Who's gonna be the most winningest coach this year of LLE? Cast your vote. You could say yourself for that too. I don't know. We gonna find out. But other than that, appreciate y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the selection series. Let's get to some football.